দর্শক আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য আপনাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আমরা ছোট্ট একটা বিজ্ঞাপন বিরতিতে গিয়েছিলাম, বিজ্ঞাপন বিরতির পরে আবার আপনাদের সামনে আমরা এসেছি। আজকের যে টপিকটা নিয়ে আমরা আলোচনা করতেছি সেটা হলো বাংলা মেলা ইন বার্মিংহাম, যেটা হতে যাচ্ছে আগামী 8ই মে। সেটা শুরু হবে দুপুর 12টার সময় এবং শেষ হবে সন্ধ্যা 6টার সময়। স্থান হলো স্মলিথ পার্ক, কমিউনিটি রোড, বার্মিংহাম। আপনারা সবাইকে আমাদের এই প্রোগ্রামের মাধ্যমে আমন্ত্রণ জানাইতেছি। আপনারা সবাই আপনাদের ফ্যামিলির সব মেম্বারকে নিয়ে আপনারা আসবেন, আইসা বাংলা মেলা আপনারা উপভোগ করবেন। এখন আমাদের সাথে কিছু গেস্ট, নতুন কিছু গেস্ট এসেছেন। আসেন আপনাদের সাথে ওদেরকে পরিচয় করাইয়া দিই। আমার সর্ববামে আছেন আমাদের
মোহাম্মদ আলম,
মোহাম্মদ
মইনুল আলম,
মইনুল আলম। মইনুল ভাই, আসসালামু আলাইকুম এবং আপনারে স্বাগতম জানালাম আমরা প্রোগ্রামে আওয়ার লাগিয়া। You work with voluntary sector regeneration and you're also a supporter of the Bangla Mela that's happening on the 8th of May. How does all of this fit in?
Well, I've worked in the community and voluntary sector for nearly 20 years. I work for an organization called Bangladeshi Support Center. It's one national award, local awards, and many other things, mainly because what we try to do is to find out what the community needs, and then we try to put in place funding for that to be delivered.
Sure.
If I give you an example, one of the things we do is that over the years we provide support services, immigration services, training, education, all of these things.
For the local community?
For the local community.
Right.
Then we did work with the adults for nearly last 12, 13 years. And the parents come to us and say, what are you doing for the children? So we set up a supplementary school. Now, very little funding.
Supplementary school to help them
with math, English.
Boost with their mainstream education?
That's right, yeah. So
okay.
Maths, English, science, and of course the mother tongue. What we did, we had very limited funding, so we went to the local schools and saying, can we give a venue for free? So one of the local schools, St. Helen Primary, they offered us the venue, but they said there had to be a little bit of cost in terms of the caretaker. So I was trained up to open up and lock up the school to save the money. The school provided all the training for the teachers, for the same teachers we have. Everything we do, the school provides for us for free. Venue is free. So all we had is qualified teachers to pay for. We have more than 20 children who come to that school. And we have national awards from the resource center, yeah? Which is to say we have the silver award and the bronze award already, and we're going for the gold award. Fantastic. Which is even the silver, only 40 supplementary schools in the country have it. And we are only 5 in Suffolk to have that.
And has this made an impact into the outcome of children's achievement?
You have to realize that anywhere in the world, education is the most important part,
yes.
You know, and even in our religion, Iqra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq, that you have to start with education. And without that, we cannot really succeed in this country or any country. And even in our country, if we're growing up, and I remember growing up in Bangladesh, and you see all the teachers, the great teachers were Hindus, very few Muslim teachers, because in their time, people valued education.
Sure.
But, you know, in our blood, we should have that. Our parents work really hard to educate the children, but we do not have the understanding of the curriculum or the education to support them. So if we can find ways of supporting the children, then that is the future, that is the leaders. Without the education...
But through that specific booster classes, children, you've seen real changes, you've seen real achievement.
What we do is we liaise with the schools they go to,
yeah.
And they have given us huge feedback.
Sure.
And they've said that, you know, they are making huge progress, not just in terms of education, but in terms of their aspiration and confidence.
Fantastic.
So after we did that, the parents come and said, you're doing fantastic work with the primary school, what are you going to do with the older children?
The secondary school.
So we work with Northgate School, which is one of the best schools in Suffolk, and they provided us a venue. They provide us with the computer room. All the printers are free. So everything, I happen to work at the school, that
sure.
also helps it with, in terms of security. So I can open up and lock up the school. So you can see the amount of cost is very, very minimal.
Fantastic.
The partnership is the main thing.
Sure.
That we are working with the mainstream schools, and they're providing us the facility.
So it's the school and the local community partnership.
That's right.
And the statement that the schools are a local community resource, and if those resources are used to its maximum potential, then the outcome can be phenomenal.
Yeah, and funding is an issue for all of us.
Sure.
There's not much money out there.
Sure.
But Suffolk County Council considers the supplementary school, our one, BSc supplementary school, to be one of the best in Suffolk.
Fantastic.
So that's high accolade. And we've done that because we've gone for national awards,
okay.
we've got for
so
recognition.
Coming back to the Mela then, this Bangla Mela, how can community organization, voluntary sector organization, help the community at large? I mean, you've given an example of the booster classes. What are the other things that they can do to help?
We do something completely different in Suffolk. We do the One Big Multicultural Festival. Okay. When we look at any festival, it is very much one community based. We live in this country, we're trying to integrate into this country, we are trying to find resources from all sources to help the Bengali community to succeed. So what we do is that we do the One Big Multicultural Festival. That is all communities together. Sure. So if you go to the One Big Multicultural Festival, you'll find Polish acts, Japanese, Chinese, Afro-Caribbean, Bangladeshi, British, and the information is there, food from around the world, education for the children, football tournaments, kabaddi, so you'll find all of these things where people come together, learn about different cultures, and then they are much more relaxed with the Bangladeshi community. Sure. I mean, the Suffolk is a very peaceful place. I moved from London, and it's the best thing I ever did. Okay. Because the community. But
we are talking about this Mela in Birmingham.
Yes. The same concept.
How is this concept going to be transferred to Birmingham? And this Mela is a showcase for the Bangladeshi community, showing the best of Bangladeshi culture outside Bangladesh, and at the same time, you know, the others will, different cultural background people will be learning from this Mela. How are you going to achieve this?
That can only happen if you can engage the wider community to come to your Mela.
Okay.
Any sort of information you want to disseminate to the community, to the wider public, if they don't come to it, they're not going to learn from it.
Sure.
So how do you promote it? How do you make sure that other people come to it? That publicity, that promotion, that accessibility, that when people come to your place, do they feel welcome? Is there something for them to learn from your place? Is it just music and dance, or is there education? Is there information? We do health checks. We do tournaments. We do fun things for the kids. Okay. So within the entertainment, other things has to be built in. Right. So it takes the community forward.
Fantastic. Thank you. I will come back to you. Now I'm going to go to